Right now at 11, finals fever felt for another night. The Knicks are on the road with fans back here, glued to the game wherever you look.
The energy in New York is so great, and I feel like it's bringing us together at a time that we really need it.
The push for an NBA title has the city buzzing late into the night.
Good evening, I'm Alan Devlin.
And I'm Dick Brennan. We begin with the quest for a championship back on the road for Game 5, and it is down to the wire.
Oh, my goodness. Dick, this is one of those moments. The city once again lit up orange and blue for the hometown team. Those watch parties are packed with people all over the boroughs.
Chopper 2 live over the West Village right now, where a massive watch party is taking place. Similar ones popping up in all 5 boroughs.
And, of course, we have team coverage for you tonight. Otis Livingston and Doug Williams are both in San Antonio. And back here at home, our reporters are out with those fans at all those watch parties. But let's begin with Otis live in San Antonio. Otis, the Knicks have roared back in this one.
Just like they've done all the previous games. It's the same story. The Spurs, with their youth, they get out to an early lead, and the Knicks just walk them down, and they have certainly done that here. They are now up 88-85. They trailed by 5 at the half. They were down 7 after 3, and now they are up by 3 with a little less than 3 minutes to go. Karl Towns and OG Anunoby got into early foul trouble. They have not been effective. Cat with just 2 points thus far, and the Knicks, again, they are hungry for this first NBA title in 53 years. First title since 1973. Jalen Brunson is leading the charge. He has 43 points. It's almost like he's a one-man band out there. But these Knicks, they're resilient. They know that they can. They know that they can win a game tight. They know that they can blow teams out. We knew that this closeout game would not be easy, and it has not been. Karl Anthony Towns just fouled out of the game. So once again, the Knicks are up 3 as time is winding down here. Of course, I'll have much more coming up a little bit later. I got to get back to watching this game, guys.
You better hurry up. Something just happened. We can hear it. All right, Otis.
Yeah. All right.
Wembanyama's at the free throw line right now after that cat foul. So Knicks fans are gathered all across the city for watch parties, including a very large one outside the Garden.
That's where Andrew Ramos is live at MSG with more. They must be going crazy right now, Andrew.
We're good? Okay, go. You guys, I can't even hear a thing. I apologize, because this crowd has been unbelievable. It's been a roller coaster as the night. If you've been watching this game, the Knicks just took the lead right now, so we are just trying to get a grasp of this situation right now, because this crowd has been all over the place. They were very frustrated in the beginning because the Knicks did not have a good first half, but now, as they have been doing all season long, they have picked it up, and right now this game is about 2 minutes, about a minute and a half to go, so it could go anywhere. We did speak to a couple of fans early on who did not lose any hope, and it's what these fans have done in the postseason. They have not ever counted this team out. They were constantly saying that they're going to make a comeback. So take a listen to what some of the fans told us earlier.
Of course you still have hope. You gotta hope for the best for this team.
I mean, it was hard to watch. Alvarado was kind of taking stupid shots. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what. I think he got a little in his head after that last game. But we gotta come back.
I can't hear you. All right, so as you heard, these fans still have a lot of hope this game, and they are getting in the lead. So this is a good thing. These fans not losing hope. We're gonna toss it back to you. This game is going to end any minute now, and this is a good sign for the Knicks right now. This is a minute to go.
I can only imagine the energy in that room right now. Yeah. Andrew, can you hear us? Are you able to even hear us through your IFB there? Can you hear us?
No, that's a very tough situation.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That's why I was saying.
So loud right now. Well, the Garden isn't the only place to watch the game tonight.
It sure isn't. Huge crowds also came out to Central Park for a watch party there. Naomi Ruckham is live at Woolman Rink talking to fans there. Naomi, the Knicks are up 2 points with less than a minute to go here. They are within grasp at this one.
Dick and Alan, wow, I can't really watch because I'm facing you guys, but I'm just listening, and that's how I know things are, I think, going well. Fans here are just beyond excited. It's a really special place to watch a game or here at Woolman Rink. And when this filled up, the crowd started surrounding the rink outside just so they could see the screens. We also want to show you some video of what it looked like when the doors opened here just before 7 o'clock. Fans started lining up since 11 a.m. to get into this. 5,000 fans or more inside, thousands more outside. They tell us, win or lose, this will certainly be a night to remember. Listen to what they told us.
The energy in New York is so great, and I feel like it's bringing us together at a time that we really need it. It kind of like unites New York.
New York is on a high right now. Everything about New York has just been up, you feel me? So that's just what it is, hype energy. You feel me? Everybody's loving life. New York deserves this. It's been a long time, so we out here.
We certainly do deserve this. The fans feel that way. It's just been such a great night that whatever the outcome, guys, we are going to be smiling at the end of this.
You know, Naomi, I know those situations. You can hardly hear what's behind you. The anticipation must be bursting with the fans right now. Are you actually feeling the energy coming off those screens? Because we literally have just 20 seconds left in this game.
I didn't hear the last thing that you said there. I'm so sorry.
All right, the bottom line is we are coming down to the wire. We've got about 20 seconds left in this game. And Naomi...
20 seconds. Okay, guys.
Okay, she can't hear us because of what's happening right now. New York is on the precipice of winning this championship. They're up 4 points with 20 seconds to go, and we've got Addie Guajardo who's out there. Again, another raucous room there. Hopefully you can hear us, Addie. Please walk us through what's happening right now.
Dick and Alan, this room is absolutely ecstatic, electric, they're lively. They are high off this lead right now. 20 seconds left on the clock. Josh Hart just made a free throw shot, 92-88 right now. You see everybody on their feet. There are over 5,000 seats inside Radio City Hall, and everyone is on their feet. Their phones, their eyes are glued to this game right now. And let me tell you, they are hungry for this championship title. I've spoken to so many people in this room tonight.
I get emotional when I just talk about it because I've been trying to get a championship, and I'm 68 years old.
The energy in this room is spectacular, and just moving about New York City, you see somebody with Knicks gear on, high 5 pound. It's such a beautiful thing to unite the city.
I like the Knicks!
Who's your favorite Knicks?
You heard them right there. They are ready to win tonight. And after game 4, that insane comeback, you know that these fans know that they can do it tonight. It's why you see them on their feet right now. Take a look at this right now. Give him a pan over to the right. I'm going to have him pan over. Everybody on their feet, arms in the air. They are ready for a win tonight. And if they do win, one person I spoke with here tells me it's going to be absolute mayhem. I'm going to send it back to you, Dick and Alan.
All right, we know that the energy inside is absolutely amazing because they're literally like they're in the Garden, even though they're back in San Antonio right now. But the energy outside is pretty strong, too.
It sure is. We can feel the vibrations here in the studio. New York is alive right now. Andrew Ramos out there right now, of course, in the thick of it. Andrew, they actually have built a stronger lead than they did the last time we were with you. This game is almost over.
You can hear us.
Yes. And the crowd is going nuts right now. They did it once again. The comeback kids, we have a couple seconds left, and this crowd, they have the energy, and I feel like their energy, they're just sending it over to San Antonio because they had this hope they did not let go of, despite the fact that we did not see the best performance from the Knicks in that first half. Again, seconds to go, and again, the comeback kids, they are performing once again. A lot of the people in this crowd, they never counted this team out. You can feel the vibration. I'm shaking right now because we did not see this coming. You know what? I saw a lot of the bad passes and the bad throws, and there was a lot of things that went wrong in that first half. But again, the Knicks, you can't count them out. So this crowd, again, going crazy. And you know what? Let me get out of the way because let's take a look at them. They are ready to just erupt lost in celebration because they have a feeling that they're not going to only take this Game 5, but we're going to have a parade, and it's going to be like it's 1973 again. So it's we have a lot of energy in the room outside right here. We're at the Garden. We're at the Plaza. We have about a little bit over, I think it's close to 2,000 fans who have gathered here to see this moment. They've been waiting for about 53 years. This is their moment. This is something that they have prayed for. They've agonized over because of all the dry spell that the Knicks had for all those years. But now it's finally coming back here to New York, this championship, and we're just seconds away. The Knicks currently have the lead. They are leading by 2. And we have about 16 seconds left. This crowd right now, a lot of prayers going out, a lot of good energy, a lot of good juju going out to San Antonio. Anything could happen here, guys. I'm shaking. I'm not the only one that feels this way. We are all shaking right now.
Andrew, and the Knicks have a 2-point lead, 16.3 seconds to go. All of those fans watching the same thing we are. The Spurs are going to foul.
It's the hardest part right here.
Yeah,
just waiting for it to end.
Time management.
Hoping there is no miracle as the clock runs down with 12 seconds. Look at this shot from Dan Rice from above as the ball, well, we have another stoppage, another foul.
They fouled him.
But Dan Rice is looking down on this, and look at the humanity.
Wow.
It's just absolutely incredible now. And this is being repeated all over the city. It's not just in Manhattan. It's in the 5 boroughs. It's in New Jersey. And you can feel I know it's been decades for some of us, and you can almost feel the anticipation. It's been a generation. It's been generations. It's been a lifetime of waiting for all of us. And now we've got to wait just a few more seconds.
Just a few more seconds. You know,
let's go to Dan. Yeah,
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get out. Dan, please walk us through. You've got the best shot.
I was going to say, it's the longest minute in a game you will ever see. 53 years trying to get this championship, and it's coming home. They're going to bring it home, and these people in the West Village on Long 7th Avenue, they are just waiting. Block parties all over 7th Avenue, and a lot of the buildings you see over here, they are projecting the game on the side of these buildings here. Now, the funny thing is going to be, we're going to see them win probably before they will, because a lot of these the feeds seem to be on somewhat of a delay. But we've been watching the crowd here for about the last half hour now. This is going to be 7th by Christopher Street, and you can see they're all just sitting there with bated breath, just waiting. 8.8 seconds left, and they are going to explode. A tsunami of blue and orange is going to fill the village and this whole city here as the Knicks finally, I'm going to be optimistic, will finally bring home that championship to New York City, guys.
And it may be a little longer than 53 years and a few minutes because there's 8 seconds left, and it's a 3-point game.
And the Spurs have the ball.
Yeah, the Spurs have the ball. So we know what that means. So we're not going to be popping any champagne corks, at least not yet. And these people are feeling the way we are feeling, which is like,
my stomach is in knots.
Stop the 3 and don't foul. Stop the 3 and don't foul.
Please don't foul.
That's easier said than done.
Let them get the shot up, whatever
All right, let's go to Andrew Ramos, who's at the watch party at the Garden, and may be able to hear us. Hey, Andrew, go ahead.
Hey, guys, I could barely hear a thing right now. I can't even hear myself think. This is like the longest 8 seconds of our lives right now here in New York. Again, we have just less than 10 seconds left. We are down. We're up by 3. The crowd is hyped up. It's the most hype it's been all night long. As we've been talking about, the first half was not that great for the Knicks, but now the energy is back. These people I saw a lot of frowns earlier, a lot of hisses, if you will, but then of course a lot of them did not lose hope in this team, and they kept on talking about, we're going to make a comeback, we're going to make a comeback, and now we are seeing this comeback happen right now. A lot of them were thinking about Game 4 and how they rallied with a 29-point deficit, and they did something similar tonight. So they really have become the comeback kids in these finals, and the crowd here, again, they are literally on eggshells right now. They are literally waiting to explode because we are just a matter of seconds of yet another championship coming back to New York. Guys?
Very close because now we're
back to the foul line. We're going to wait a little bit longer. Probably a smart move to take the foul right now because you can only score 2 points on the foul line, not 3. Now, the question is, if he puts the first one in, does he bounce one off and see if we can go for it? So we still have a few more seconds to go.
And they still have to make 2. The Spurs have not been shooting that well tonight. Call it nerves, call it, game 5 on the precipice of losing. But they haven't been excellent there at the free throw line. But here we go. They are going to be shooting now. The score right now, 93-90. New York is up. 8.5 seconds to go as we get these sweeping views. Did they miss that free throw?
They missed the free throw.
All right. And we've got Steve Overmeyer in here as well, who's watching the game for us, giving us updates. The Spurs missed the first free throw. What that means
ruins the strategy is what it does. The whole strategy is
for them.
Shoot the first one, maybe miss the second one, get the rebound, and then tie the game.
Now you almost have to make the second free throw. And these Knicks fans are watching this live as we are as well. Who's at the line there? Is that Harper?
It's Harper on the line.
Okay, so Harper's at the line here for the Spurs. 8.5 seconds. Go ahead, Dave.
He makes it, and then likely you foul immediately on the inbound because that's
missed them both.
All right, so foul
Knicks
immediately.
Fouled. Wow.
Right, so we drag it out a little more. If we can make 2 fouls here, that could one point here would actually probably put a clincher on this.
7.7 seconds left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we might as well wait for the 7 seconds.
Yeah, I say, if you're watching now, stay right here with us because we're going to give you this live along with this reaction from Chopper 2 there in the West Village. I think that's Little Ruby's. Don't quote me on that. That's where they've got it projected there. I believe that's in the West Village, like Dan Rice said, but Dick, this crowd's about to explode.
Well, what's amazing is those people at MSG have been sitting there probably since like 4 or 5 o'clock. They waited to get in, and now the last 10 seconds or so is what
Knicks missed the first free throw there.
So here we go. So they want to make it interesting and miss the first free throw because it can't be easy, can it? For 53 years, you can't make it easy, right? All right, this is as big as it gets if he hits or doesn't hit this one. OG Anunoby stepping up. Now we have all this delay. We can see fans cheering, so we don't know whether they're seeing it first or we're seeing it first.
Hoping they're seeing it first.
Yeah, me too. That's what we've been doing. I think
free throws up.
And there
made it.
All right, so here we go, folks. Count it down.
De'Aaron Fox has the ball. 4 seconds to go. Shot from Wemby. It's up. It's over.
The Knicks are the
over.
After 53 years, a lifetime for everyone, it's finally happened. I cannot believe what I just saw or have seen for the last, 2 months.
Wow. The New York Knicks are your 2026 NBA champions. Knicks in 5. The celebration across all 5 boroughs begins, and I think they are just now learning that down there in the West Village. A little bit of a delay, but the celebration has started. This is a moment, Dick, like you said, Knicks fans have been waiting for decades. Decades.
There have been finals. There was a final in 99, not much of a final. There was a final in 94. There was a victory in 1973, and some of those guys, including the great Clyde Walt Frazier. We saw Patrick Ewing was at the game tonight. Some of the all-time greats turning out for a moment which a lot of people never even would have thought at the beginning of the playoffs because, as we were talking about, Alan, earlier, they weren't supposed to beat any of these teams. They weren't. They really. And then they not only beat them, they joined a pantheon of great teams. The Bulls, the Lakers, the Celtics, who were able to win so many of these games. I believe it was now, what are we up to, 15 now, 16?
Something like that,
yeah. Something 16, like that. 16. And they've done it by a margin in just about all the games. They were down 10 or more points in the fourth quarter. You got to check me on this game, but I think they were.
They were down by about 15 at one point, 31-15, something
And so
like
they did it in almost every single game. We've talked about the fact that this series could have gone the other way if not for an Anunoby miracle shot, if not for the ball.
Wemby throwing the ball off his back.
I mean, it's just happened over and over and over again. I just want to take a second. I need a pill to lie down right now.
No, please, no. Dick, this is a moment, like you said, that so many people, honestly, non-Knicks fans never thought would happen. Because going into this series, the Spurs were the favorites. They were coming out of the West. They were a strong team led by their center and their star player, Victor Wembanyama. The Knicks looked incredible, but everyone kept saying, oh, it's the East. Oh, they're playing, a beat-down Hawks team. Oh, who cares about the Cavs? But they showed up in this final series. Immediately, game one, took it straight to the Spurs, got down to business, and now here we are. Even if someone thought the Knicks were going to win this series, to win in 5 games, to dominate this series the way they have, with these comebacks, you heard Andrew Ramos talking about it, comeback kids.
And can we take a moment here for New York right now? Because this city has been unified in a way. You know, even when the Yankees win, they're the Met fans. Even when the Rangers win, they're the Islander fans. But this time, basically, it's just the Knicks fans, because let's face it, Brooklyn hasn't been the real team. Let's go out to Naomi Ruckham, who is at the big watch party. And Naomi, I can only imagine what's unfolding around you right now.
I'm speechless. Dick and Alan, this is such a special moment for New York. Everyone coming together, like you were just saying. People are elated here. This is a lifetime moment for so many people. Comeback kids, we are calling them the comeback Knicks. I gotta give you a look at this crowd. Thousands of people, many of them who started lining up at 11 o'clock this morning on a very hot day to be here tonight. And if you think the party's over because the game is over, nope, the party is just getting started. You see the crowd inside the rink right now? Well, there is an entire thousands and thousands of persons crowd outside of the rink. We've been talking to fans all night who have said we will not give up on this team. And as the MC was saying earlier tonight, what makes Knicks fans so special is that they don't give up. We thought we were down and out last time, and guess what? We weren't. We thought we were down and out this time, and guess what? We weren't. And we're bringing it home for the parade. Some fans did tell us, I gotta say, you know what? Even if we lose tonight, at least they can win at home next. But now, that's all out the window. They're looking forward to a parade, a celebration. If you weren't a Knicks fan before this week, I think it's safe to say every New Yorker has got to be a Knicks fan tonight. This crowd just having the best night of their lives. This was such a special celebration to have right here in Central Park. You can see the New York skyline behind us. New York, baby. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Made it.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while, but just wait long enough.
The Knicks have made it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Naomi, thank you so much. We'll check right back in with you in just a few minutes here. But I do want to get over to Nick Callaway. He is pretty much in the heart of it all at MSG, right outside with some of those Knicks fans who have been waiting on this one. Nick, I'm sure the energy there as well, just like in Central Park, it probably can't be measured.
It can't be measured, and I will say the excitement, even down the street from that watch party, the excitement was building for the last half hour or so, and right now it's electric. There are people literally dancing in the streets just around the corner. I've got my friend JR here. JR, how long have you been a Knicks fan?
Oh, all my life, 25 years.
Okay. You could have been watching this at the house on the TV. You came out to watch it on your phone in front of the Garden. What does this moment mean to you?
I was actually blessed enough to be able to watch this backstage in the Garden tonight because I was working there. But like I was telling him earlier, it's just super spectacular to be able to see, you know, your team who's been the super underdog just come up, and it's kind of what it is to be a New Yorker. We came up from the bottom and we just prove people wrong every day, and we just show out just like our team did tonight.
Talk about the fight from this team, watching them game after game come back. You got to be proud to be a New Yorker.
You know, game 4 we were down 30, and when we were, you know, we started off the game a little bit rough, but I wasn't worried at all. You know, our team performs the best under pressure, and we showed that tonight, and we're champions. We're NBA champions. This is crazy.
That is that energy I've been talking about. People are literally coming out of their apartments here. They're coming out of their hotel rooms just behind us just to be a part of this moment, outside of the Garden. It is a really special time here in New York. Guys, back to you.
New York is going to be awake for a long time. We're going to have a great night tonight, Nick. It's just getting started, like Naomi just said.
And that looks like the Morgan building, which is being lit up in Nick colors. But we're going to go to Adi Guajardo, who is at that watch party inside. And we know, Adi, it's a different level of energy when it's inside because the people are just really bursting through the doors.
Dick and Alan, the moment that clock ran out, this entire room absolutely lost it. It was insane. People jumping up and down, hugging each other. A father and son sharing this incredibly special moment. And Josh Martinez over here, Josh fell to his knees when he realized that the New York Knicks clinched the title for the first time in 53 years.
this is the happiest day of my life because pregnancies are stressful. So that's the greatest day of my life. This is the happiest day of my life. There's no stress with this night. I've waited my whole lifetime for this moment. And I speak on behalf of all Knicks fans when I say this is the happiest day of our life.
What does this win mean to New York City?
Everything. Everything. Nothing unites the city more than sports. And there's no team that unites us more than the Knicks. This is the only team that we're not divided on. The Knicks are the only team that unites everyone in this city.
Thank you so much, Josh, for your time. Dick and Alan, I have goosebumps. The feeling in this room is palpable. As those seconds were running out, you could feel people inside holding their breath, hoping that the New York Knicks would hold on to that lead, and they did. And I want to take you over here. We have a young fan right here. We're live on air. How long have you been a New York Knicks fan?
Since I was born.
And how many years is that?
It's at 11 years.
11 years. When you saw them win the game tonight, what were you feeling inside?
I felt good because we never won in a long time. We never won in such a long time.
And they finally won.
Yeah.
How are you? What was your favorite play tonight? What was your favorite player on screen?
When Jalen Brunson hit his clutch threes, his clutch layups.
Now, how are you going to celebrate tonight? Are you going to stay up past bedtime?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for all your time. Dick, Alan, it is absolutely insane over here. I want you to take a look at the stage right now. There are dancers on stage. Everybody out here is on their feet. Everybody has their phone out, wanting to capture this moment, wanting to make sure that they never forget this moment. So they're snapping photos, making sure they freeze this second in time. I'm going to send it back to you, Dick and Alan.
It's great to hear from the little ones. And when you ask them, Addie, how long have you been a Knicks fan? My whole life.
My whole life since I was born. What do you mean?
Yes, all of us, our whole lives. That's it, 11, 12, and go, go, go. Addie Guajardo, stick around. We're coming back to you. All right, we're going to go to Andrew Ramos, who's at the Knicks watch party right in the plaza there. What are you seeing now, Andrew? It must be getting pretty explosive, I imagine, right?
I think that's an understatement of the century right now, because the crowd right now, you can see they are just completely losing their minds at this point. The scene right here in Midtown, unbelievable. They're really trying to wrap their minds around the Knicks clinching the NBA Finals and taking home this championship. Now this is, again, as we've been saying, after 53 years of agonizing and waiting for the Knicks to bring this championship back to New York. Now the watch party here at the Guardian brought out about, I would say about close to 2,000 people, but we are now seeing a lot more people converge to the area, and this is on 33rd between 8th and 7th. So we're seeing a lot of the crowd just swell up outside of the Guardian, and much of this is because of the excitement. They were probably likely watching in nearby bars or other restaurants, and they're at their homes, and they're all gathering here at the Guardian now to really take part in what has really become a magical night for the Knicks. And we kind of took a look into the crowd, a pan. I've seen grown men cry tonight. Grown men, it's a very emotional time, especially if you've been following the Knicks team for as long as you have. And this is 53 years in the making. And many people here are finally happy that they are bringing this championship back to the Big Apple, guys.
I just want to mention, Andrew, you said it. This is 53 years in the making, but these are families. My family, my older brothers were Knicks fans. My daughter's a Knicks fan. And it's something carried through the years. We see the little girl who says she's been a Knicks fan her whole life. And tonight, everyone is united in these moments. And I have to say, these watch parties are relatively new, but they give people an opportunity to gather in a wonderful way. And we hope it stays that way. But it's a wonderful thing to see. And I got to tell you, it's a wonderful thing to feel, too.
It truly is. And, Dick, you've gotten to experience all of these moments over the decades you've been here in New York. Ever since I joined CBS New York, I've had the chance over the last 2 years to be a part of those watch parties as well. There is a magic that comes with celebrating the Knicks together.
Yeah, because you get it. You're a huge sports fan, and anyone you feel that energy wherever you are, right?
Absolutely.
And that is one of the great things of sports. You know, they always say sports is the memories. It's the time of your life. You can measure every moment based on your team won and unfortunately lost. And look at the moments, the memories that are being created right now. Let's go up to Dan Rice in the chopper, who's seeing, I think, July 4th a little early.
You know, I'm sorry, I got a lot of noise going on my headset here, Dick and Alan, but you know, especially with you, Dick, we've seen so many championships in this city, right? The Yankees, the Mets. I think you hit on a very good point before. You have Yankees, you have Mets fans. Not everybody gets behind that. Football fans, Jets, Giants, Rangers, all that stuff. I've covered, 30 years worth of championships. This has to be one of the biggest reactions I've seen to one of our teams winning a championship, because you're right. The Knicks are all we have really for basketball as far as New York City is concerned. And look at this crowd. I mean, this is the Village. This is 7th Avenue. And this crowd just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the night's going on. I've been moving this camera all over New York City. We're watching fireworks going off all over Brooklyn. I'll bring the camera back up. You see the crowd here not only on 7th Avenue down by Christopher. Look up here by Greenwich. You can see the crowd getting bigger over here. But I'm just going to bring the camera up here. I'm sightseeing with you guys right now live on the air, because just take a look at this city. Everywhere you look, the Garden over on the left side, orange and blue on the Empire State Building. You have it over here on 1 Vanderbilt, on J.P. Morgan Chase, the brand new building that they built north of it. Everything just flashing orange and blue. And if I come back over here, 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas, and check it out. Just as you go up and down the avenue, you just see hordes of people just going into the street here, celebrating, because 53 years. How do you go 53 years without a championship and be in New York? I guess if you're a Jets fan, you find out. But other than that, Knicks fans, it's over. You're champions now, and this is fun.
And you know, Dan, the other point is that we've seen the Rangers win. We've seen the Yankees win, I think, 5 times recently. We've seen the Giants win twice, all through the years. And we've seen the parades, but never the unity that we see now. I don't think I've, in my lifetime being here in New York, seen so many Knicks jerseys. People who aren't even fans are Knicks fans. And that's a great part of this whole feeling. Wherever you go, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing.
It sure is. It has been so incredible to witness the city come together like this. And you both brought up really, really good points when you talk about how the Knicks is New York's team.
It's, you know, I was talking to Mike Lupica, the great Daily News columnist, and he said New York is a basketball city.
It is.
It's Rucker Park. It's the streets. It's where people learned, and it's really the sport everybody played when they grow up. And it's different from baseball. It's different from, certainly from hockey. It's the sport that everybody can
accessible.
Feel. Yes, it's
everybody has access to the sport of basketball, which is what makes it such a beautiful sport, and for such a beautiful city to now be world champions.
Yes. Naomi Ruckham is in the middle of it too, and she is at the big watch party. Well, there's a lot of watch parties. She's at one of the watch parties.
One of the big watch parties.
How's it looking, Naomi?
Well, Dick and Alan, it's funny you say that, because it really feels like we have to be at the biggest watch party, but I know my colleagues are all across the city, and they feel like theirs is the biggest watch party because there are just so many thousands of people out tonight celebrating. You also made a good point about these watch parties. They're kind of new in the way that these folks come out, they watch on these big screen TVs, and they want to be together. So we've been asking that all night. You know, why come to a watch party when you can just sit at home, have a bathroom, have easy access to food and drink? Why come out here and wait in line? And the answer has been the same over and over again. It's moments like this when they win. You are with people you do know, people you don't know, all together, one New York, uniting for such a special moment. I'm not sure if we have the sound that was captured while the win happened. Do we have that? Can you guys let me know? Because if we do, I definitely want to let you hear some of that. But what happened with this crowd, I'm going to give you another look. Oh, we don't have the sound now, but hopefully we'll get you guys that soon. But what happened was when some of the outer fans left, the rest all stormed to the front to watch this ceremony when they're awarded the trophy, when they make it official, and that's what they're listening to now. Andrew mentioned tears from grown men. Yeah, plenty of that out here tonight as well. Men, women, all of us, including myself, tearing up at moments just because of how special this is. And to watch from Central Park, an iconic place really for the world. I mean, there are tourists who wait their entire lives to come to New York City to see Central Park. And so to be a New Yorker, watching the Knicks win the finals in Central Park, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's a moment I know folks in this crowd will never forget. And also a note on the crowds here, it's really a range. It's such a good idea of what New York is really all about. different backgrounds, different status from socioeconomic standpoints, all here together in Central Park celebrating as one. A win that was hard fought, right? We definitely had moments of anxiety throughout this entire tournament, and now we're here, guys. I keep saying we did it. I had nothing to do with it, but I feel like I did.
We did it. I'm getting a FaceTime from a watch party right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm getting a FaceTime from on my phone right now. This is what the city is like. Congrats, guys. You're on TV, by the way. You may not know it, but we have a FaceTime watch party being transmitted to me right now, but you can't see it right now.
We do want to say as well, Naomi, first of all, thank you so much. We'll be right back to you in just a little bit as we put these pictures back up of Chopper 2 here.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson was named the Finals MVP. He is on stage right now with his father, Nick Callaway. I know a lot of fans out there probably rocking those Brunson jerseys. He played like a magician all series, got the win tonight. But again, you're there right at MSG, kind of in the heart of this whole thing, and those fans are continuing to gather.
I was just going to say there's a lot of Jalen Brunson jerseys out here. We're standing on West 33rd Street. There are literally people dancing in the street right now, but the street is just filling up. People have been coming in to be near the Garden, to be a part of this. I was watching people here on the street and here on the sidewalks as they were watching the end of the game on their phone, and they were just elated. They were watching this team come back from a deficit and then end up taking it on. I'm looking at fireworks down the street a little bit too. People are coming out of the hotel rooms, people are coming out of their apartments, trying to get as close to the Garden as possible because they want to be a part of this historic win. Just a little while ago, I talked to a fan who was just fresh off watching the end of the game, reacting to the championship. Take a look.
You know, it's just legendary. You know, we've been watching this series for a minute, and to be the underdog is something else. It's truly, it's actually spectacular. And to be able to experience this in front of the Garden, the Mecca of the world, come on now, in front of the Empire State Building, we're bleeding orange and blue. It's just crazy.
Okay, and so people are starting to leave that watch party just down the street where Andrew Ramos is and was. People are coming out of their hotel rooms. The streets are filling up. People are joyful. People are ecstatic. People are posting a lot of videos. They can't seem to believe what they have just watched. I'm not sure I can believe it either. More fireworks down the street. The city is electric right now. It really is. In addition to the sirens, it is a buzz with excitement right now, guys.
All right, Nick Callaway in the heart of the celebration. Nick, thank you so much. We're just bringing in Steve Overmeyer. And Steve, we want to just talk for a hot minute, if we could, about how great the game was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Steve, you were obviously glued to your seat as the rest of us were.
Of course.
You've been in and out of the MSG, in and out of every arena that needs to happen here in New York. What did we just witness?
What we saw was Knicks basketball. And that's what happened at every single one of these games. The Knicks get down early, and they claw their way back in. That is not typically the template to winning an NBA championship, but it also shows exactly what this team is made of. A team that never gives up, a team that has grit, a team that found a way to stay clutch when the Spurs were not. If you noticed late in that game, the Spurs were missing a lot of shots. They got they were very reluctant to start hitting the three-pointers because they started missing them. Now they're trying to take some mid-range jumpers back of the rim, try to get it to Wemby. His legs are tired. Missing free throws. That is a perfect example of a team whose legs are absolutely shot. And this was the textbook way that the Knicks have proven how they can win an NBA Finals by doing it via comeback in every single one of the games.
Steve, it almost sounds corny when we say that, but if you look at the statistics that we've seen again and again and again, is very few teams have done this so dominant in the postseason. And I think you hit on something, because a lot of people, I saw Clyde walk out of the arena the other night, who was my idol when I was a kid, and that team that won the 2 championships back then was considered the ultimate. They had 6 Hall of Famers, considered the ultimate in team basketball. And Clyde has said it himself, Jalen Brunson is the rightful successor to his team play. And these guys, not one of them, no whining, no complaining, totally willing to give the other guy credit.
Without a doubt.
Right?
And that is exactly, there's a lot of things about this team that gives New York a reason to love them. Not just because they're a great team, it's because they're a great team. It's because they
Great
do
guys.
this together, that they are gritty. That is emblematic of what New York is.
Yes.
And because this is not the most talented roster in the NBA, these are not a bunch of guys that are going to beat you one-on-one. But they're going to make room for their teammate to get an open shot. They're going to find a way to weave and get an open shot for that guy. And they're going to... How many times have you heard Jalen Brunson on the backside of a game talk about his teammates? First thing he does.
Every time.
Talks about his teammates.
And he means it.
And
He's not being some phony about it either.
And every other guy follows suit. It is about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has absolutely transformed the culture of the Knicks. And you know what? In a lot of ways, you might want to say that Jay Wright has a little bit to do with this as well, because I guarantee that there's a Villanova kind of an element to this, that they were brought up learning how to play team basketball at Nova under Jay Wright. And I would be curious whether Jay Wright sees a little bit of his culture with what you see out of the Knicks right now. Because
Pope Leo cheering tonight. We almost forgot the Pope Leo connection, right?
Well,
the Villanova
he was on our side.
Yes,
so
he was on our side. Yeah, it worked.
I got a question for you. I guess both of you, actually, because I'm thinking about it in my head right now, and a lot of Knicks fans are going to be thinking about it over the next week, 2 weeks, years, whatever it is. Jalen Brunson, two questions, two-part question. One,
yes and yes.
Look, that might be the answer.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
I was going to say, is he on the New York Knicks Mount Rushmore? And if you are ranking him 1 to 4, where does he sit? Because obviously you have your idol.
You got Clyde.
You got Carmelo Anthony.
You got
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, well,
where do we... Jalen Brunson just won a Finals MVP and brought a championship to the city, 53 years in the waiting.
It's between him and Bernard King right now for that fourth spot right
Okay,
now.
so you're going to... Okay.
Brunson would probably eke that out just because recency bias wants us to put Brunson in there, but he's right there with Bernard King as the greatest Knicks players of all time. And his career is not done, but what he's done...
He's only 29?
...for this franchise, what he's done for this city... and the way that he's done it, keeping his head down, nose to the grindstone, he never celebrated.
Yeah.
But I just want to see the man celebrate. Do we have any video?
I think we're going to have it now.
He's got a trophy he's busy with now. But I got to tell you, I'm putting him there now because Bernard King was a great guy. He was only here a very short period of time, Bernard King. And Brunson's there as far as I'm concerned.
In your top 4?
Oh, easily. Yeah, probably top 3.
Okay. And he's not, like you said, he's not done yet. He's not done yet.
He's not. He just got it going.
So we're looking here. I was going to say, we're sitting here with a look now at these celebrations continuing to grow. Chopper 2 still there over the West Village. Down, walk us through it. The celebration's still going here 30 minutes after the Knicks claim this title. I love it.
Yeah. Dick and Alan, it feels like we were right in San Antonio. The confetti came flying down out here. This room is electric. These are diehard fans. They haven't left Radio City Music Hall. They are still in here, up on their feet, cheering, dancing, promoting their team, excited that they won tonight. And Jumanji, look, we know this space.
We outside. Not only we did it in my lifetime. This is unbelievable. Got my daughter out here. We did that, baby. We did that, baby.
You are a New Yorker.
Oh my God.
What does this moment mean to you?
I mean, I gotta take it in. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. I'm a Knicks fan through and through. I've been through the worst, and now we on top. I don't hear nothing from anybody. Everybody who thought that head and mouth of New Yorkers, you were right. This is all we're gonna be talking about. This is all that matters, baby. New York City, New York Knicks champions. That's all that matters.
I mean, this whole room, it's a sea of orange and blue. How does this bring New York City together?
I mean, let me tell you this. Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, liberals, old, young, everybody got a Knicks bandana, a Knicks chain. This Knicks team unites this city like no other team on the planet.
Well, we're talking to Addy. You guys can listen to Angel Ramos here, still there in Central Park, enjoying this moment with all the New York Knicks fans.
Yes, and you know, they're playing the New York Alicia Keys, Jay-Z theme right now. They're playing every possible New York love anthem here in the plaza, here at MSG. Take a look. A lot of people are dancing, celebrating. We talk about how the game is over, but this party just started. Many of the fans who gathered here at the plaza outside the Garden now making their way out to 27th, near, 33rd, and a lot of them are just in the streets celebrating this moment that they waited 53 years for. We did speak to a lot of young people, older people, and I know Dick had mentioned this earlier. It really is bringing a lot of generations together, these watch parties. It's such a beautiful thing. We've seen the young and old really come together, and some of the young people never even saw the Knicks appear in the finals. They were this is a brand new experience for them to see them in the playoffs and have the run that they had. So again, the party just getting started here at the plaza outside the Garden. Hopefully everyone keeps it safe, and then they keep, I know Mayor Mamdani had encouraged everyone to celebrate in peace and just make sure that we do it responsibly. So hopefully that they have that in mind, and as you can see, much of the crowd right now breaking away, and hopefully they, again, keep it safe and responsibly.
All right, sounds good. And I want to make sure, I think we got the date on the parade, correct? Okay, so the mayor, according to the mayor, we're all going to get to celebrate this Knicks championship this coming Thursday. Mark your calendars. Yeah, Thursday. So we were, thinking it might be a Wednesday date, but they said we're going to give it, 6 days, 5 days. Let everyone reset. Yeah. Keep partying. Enjoy yourselves.
They may be just out there. Just stay where you are right now. And then we should give a
stay in the streets.
We should give a shout out to all the law enforcement people out in the streets right now. And we've seen them, Alan, you and I have seen them the last couple of weeks, out in the heat, keeping everybody safe and doing a great job. I also got to say, it was a big kick I got this week, the night that we were on the air when they won. Even the police officers had their phones out, and I was watching a cop's phone to see the end of the game.
And I've loved seeing them with a megaphone shouting, "Go Knicks" at the crowd as well.
And doing just such a great job. But let's go up to Dan Rice. And Dan, you've got the literal bird's eye view of the celebration.
And this is just so awesome watching this happen in the village. You talk about the police officers, you see them walking on the street there with the flashlights. We've seen minimal, nothing out of hand, really, to be honest. We did see the police have to come over here to this corner on Christopher and 7th. You did have a couple of people climbing the poles. You expect it. You really shouldn't be doing that. They just reached up, told them, come on down. They got off the poles, and, well, they walked away. You see them getting back up onto the street lamps. But that's about the worst we've seen down here. For the most part, you can see it down there. People just walking around celebrating. We look over here on West 4th Street, and you watch the people just jumping up and down, arms around each other, and you can just see the rhythm of the music through the crowd pulsating as they just sit there and just celebrate, blowing off a lot of steam. Let's face it, I remember in 1990 when the Knicks let everybody down, so to speak. You thought Ewing and Oakley and Stark were going to bring the championship home, and to be so disappointed by that, I can remember that, 27 years ago, and to see this tonight, like I said, 2,000 feet above the city, we're watching that painful, drawn-out last minute of the game, and that crowd just on eggshells, just waiting for that buzzer to hit zero, or the clock to hit zero, and when they did, they let loose like no other. And again, seen enough of these parades. Love my Yankees, love watching the Giants and all them, and the Mets win, but this crowd, this is the best crowd, at least here in the Village, that I've seen in one of these championships in what, almost 30 years of doing this, Dick and Alan.
Absolutely, Dan. You know what's funny is law enforcement in Philadelphia had to start greasing the poles so people wouldn't climb. Now, apparently, that's a thing. You go climb a tree or you climb a pole. But at least for now, it's still early, but everyone is just overjoyed and not doing what a lot of these crowds do. And I have to say, that's very true of New York. New Yorkers in general, we don't have usually, because Dan, as you point out, we had the 5 Yankee parades, we've had the Rangers, we had the Giants win 2 parades, 2 Super Bowls, and we've seen nothing but great, orderly people really enjoying themselves.
And this parade on Thursday is going to be insane.
Well, it's going to be the biggest parade.
Yeah, I was going to say.
In New York history.
Yeah.
It is going to be the biggest collection of people going up the Canyon of Heroes. They expect 3 million people at this parade. Now, a typical Yankees parade, I say typical because it has been typical for the Yankees, it's somewhere between 1 and 1.5. But you don't have Mets fans out there.
They're all watching from home angry.
When the Giants win, you don't have Jets fans out there.
They've been home.
This is everyone. So
1 or 2 Net fans? 1 or 2 Net fans? Yeah, 1 or 2 or 3. Are there 4? There might be 4.
I mean, if it was 90 to 10% Knicks Knicks over Nets fans, it might be like 97-3% after this year, because now everybody is jumping on with the Knicks.
Switching those jerseys.
Why wouldn't you, with the way that this team has come together?
This is New York's team. This is New York's team.
Yeah, and just remember, we can go back to, 2003, Jason Kidd. The Nets did have their moment.
They had a moment, but that wasn't the Brooklyn Nets, though.
Right,
so
but that was, I don't want to, because my Net fans in Brooklyn are going to be tweeting, et cetera.
Like, hey, what are you doing?
Exactly. Let's go out to Naomi Ruckham with much more of what's happening in the park. What's going on, Naomi?
It's clearing out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, Dick and Alan, you guys have been talking about how the behavior seems pretty good tonight, and I have to say, at least from my vantage point, I agree. As you mentioned, the crowd has cleared out. It happened fast. People stayed to watch the ceremony at the end of the game. We thought they'd be here a lot longer, but now they've left. They're very orderly. You can hear it's very quiet. You had mentioned a shout out to the many officers who have been all over the city keeping people safe as they celebrate. Well, there were hundreds of police officers that we saw here tonight. And it's fun to watch because they are also celebrating inside, but still have to be professional. But from our vantage point, there were a couple of them that they were just so thrilled. I mean, imagine being a part of the police force here and all that you do to make these games possible. And then to watch a win like that is just really so special. We also did hear some fireworks going off earlier, so people are certainly celebrating. And now all I can think is, where are all these people going? Because of the World Cup, the bars are open in New York and New Jersey until 4 a.m. And yes, there are, New Jersey Knicks fans too. I imagine the bars are going to make a lot of money tonight because the fans have cleared out here, and now they need to find somewhere to go to drink, eat, or just hang out with each other. But this is such a special night for the city, and something that New Yorkers here tonight told us that they really needed. They felt like there have been some points of division in our city over the last couple of years, and that this is just something everyone can own, everyone can feel a part of, and it's just that giddy glee that you feel inside that almost feels like a dream. Because an hour ago, I think a lot of us thought this might not happen. They might not come back this time, even though we know we still had a chance on Tuesday. But it did. It happened. 2 games in a row, and I think a lot of people will not be sleeping tonight.
I won't be.
No, they're going to be still.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. I don't know. I'm at work tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. I might just sleep at the desk. I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know, man.
We'll have it.
It's going to be one of those nights. Naomi, thank you so much.
All right, Naomi, thanks very much. It's just the other point to make is that just how widespread these celebrations are. I know Dan is at this one particular place in the village right now, but the look across the city, I know there have been parties planned in New Jersey, in Queens, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn. So there are parties everywhere, and this looks we've just widened out on what appears to be the village right now.
Yeah, still in West Village there. And this is just one shot here because the chopper can only be in one place at one time. But it's the energy, it's the moment that all of New York looks like this right now. Because when Dan Rice was scanning around the skyline earlier, about 30 minutes ago or so, showing us some of those fireworks, we saw fireworks in Queens. We saw fireworks across the river over in Brooklyn. It was all over the place, up in the Bronx. And place we didn't see fireworks. So we're not going to see fireworks tonight. San Antonio, where Doug Williams is there. Let's see where he's at. Okay, so Doug, no fireworks in San Antonio, and that's just the way Knicks fans like it tonight.
Yeah, I don't think fireworks are likely tonight. I just right before you guys came to me, I met these folks, and you were basically saying that you raised your daughters right. Even though you're based in Austin, you grew up in New York, and so you taught them to be Knicks fans.
I did, because I grew up a Knicks fan, and I waited a really long time to be able to celebrate this moment, and I wanted them to be able to appreciate it too.
And how much did you guys appreciate what you just saw?
A lot. It was so surreal. I did not think they were going to win at all. I thought that we were going to have, it was so unexpected. It was so awesome.
I expected it.
After what happened in Game 4, I'm surprised you didn't think, oh, they got this. You just thought maybe it was a letdown game, something like that, where they didn't have all the energy after what they did.
Yeah, I think that it was just one of those days that every team has, and I think that they came back strong today and really brought it home.
What about you? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, honestly, I feel like at some points I was like, oh, I really wish they were in the lead, but I also really knew they kind of would win because the Knicks are awesome.
It's somehow it's sort of inconvenient as a fan, or when you do what I do, that you can't really trust the score until the fourth quarter with the Knicks after what we've seen in the last few games. Tell me where you grew up and how long you've been a Knicks fan.
So I was born in Brooklyn, and my brother and I would watch all the years of the Ewing Starks era, and Michael Jordan, turns out he was hard to beat. So it's been a long time coming. I've always loved the Knicks. I knew this was going to happen. Today, I said, girls, we're getting in the car. My husband's traveling, and I'm like, I don't care. It's us three. We're going, and we did.
I bet you're glad you did. Thank you so much. Great to meet you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Look at this, guys.
Sounds like a Knicks home game.
It's a watch party. It's San Antonio.
This is what it has sounded like all night. This is not Madison Square Garden.
Knicks fans travel well. They travel real well, and we knew that. We knew that. No, because they were talking about how all of these New York area codes were buying up all these Knicks tickets to Game 5. This is living proof of that. Knicks fans came on down to Texas and took over.
And they're still coming. They're still coming out. Who knew? 45 minutes later, because the big celebration has just ended on the inside. Doug, I guess Doug is still with us. Doug, just what, they talked about 40% of the crowd. What were you feeling? Even more than 40, maybe 50% of the crowd were Knicks fans there?
Fantastic. Well done. Great.
Andrew Ramos outside the Garden, which has been the focal point of these watch parties. I imagine it's starting to clear out and everybody's spilling out onto 7th Avenue. But Andrew, just describe your feelings. Having been around, those people sat there for hours and hours. They couldn't go to the bathroom. They basically couldn't even move. It was like New Year's Eve in a tiny, tiny spot. It was fought over by the mayor and Jim Dolan, but they finally got their moment.
Yeah, no, they had their moment, and it was worth the wait. A lot of them, there was some confusion early on because they did separate the two crowds who did show up here today, but they eventually allowed them to merge. But overall, they got the happy ending they wanted. So it was definitely something they all worked hard for, and they kept it peaceful. And I know you mentioned they weren't allowed to use the bathroom. They were stuck in this frozen zone, but they did it with smiles on their face because the Knicks is literally everything to them. Many of them, as you mentioned, young and old. They really ran the gamut when it came to ages and just all these, how they kind of cross generations, and how really these watch parties and just the New York Knicks in general have brought so many people together. We spoke to a couple of them early on. These fans reacting to this championship coming back to New York.
So happy, excited! Finally, we are the champions!
I drove 3 hours to come over here from Pennsylvania to come and celebrate with these guys because I knew they were going to take it tonight. Oh, wow. So we here finally, 53 years, we here.
I've literally waited for this my entire life. My mom put me onto the Knicks when I was a little kid, and to actually see this, just thank God. At the end of the day, you stay down until it's time to come up. It's our time.
Well worth the wait. 53 years every year. I know that a lot of people were agonizing over it. A lot of it just took a very long time, 53 years. But again, worth the wait. A lot of the crowd has dispersed here. They are now out on 7th Avenue, and hopefully they will keep it peaceful tonight, taking the advice of Mayor Mamdani. And yeah, it was a fantastic night. And again, the fans here got the happy ending that they wanted. Guys, back to you.
And the other thing, Andrew and guys here, the feeling in the city, because of the watch parties, a lot of people could not afford going into the Garden, and there was a big controversy how much the tickets cost. I'm going to fly to San Antonio. These watch parties have sort of circumvented that, and so many people in the city who let's face it, entertainment has gotten out of control, prices have gotten out of control. These people were able to celebrate just like anybody who may have been in the Garden. Maybe it wasn't the exact same moment, but it was a really special moment.
It got to a point where I think if you had the money and you had a choice, I might have chosen the watch party. I'm going to be honest with you. That might have been a more enjoyable moment, because to spend it with all those fans in that moment in real time.
Where strangers become friends. It is a shared experience, and that's one of the few things that sports allows us to come together as one city, 8 million people singing the same tune.
Poetic as always.
And it is.
Poetic as always.
Maybe 3,000 singing a tune where they usually sing tunes at Radio City Music Hall.
Ooh, I like what you did
you like
there.
that? That's pretty good at 12:14 a.m. Not bad on June 14th.
Addy. Come on back, Addy. We found you once again. You're outside this time.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
We're outside, and guess what? You heard these fans say Knicks in 5 time and time again, and it happened tonight. They claimed that championship title, and fans have been pouring out of Radio City Music Hall for the last 10, 15 minutes out here. Oh, wait, yes, we know this guy. We know this guy.
Yeah, we know her.
Let me show you this little man. Come here. We interviewed him yesterday, and tell me your favorite song. What was it? Go New York, go New York, go. Give it to me. Let's hear it. No? Are you getting shy?
Say it.
Go.
New York.
Oh.
New York.
Go.
Go.
New York.
New York.
Go.
Go.
And remind me, who is your favorite player?
Jim Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. You heard it here first. Thank you. There's the excitement. Yes. Woo! And this little fan is elated, just like all the fans out here outside Radio City Music Hall. The hats, the jerseys, the T-shirts. As a matter of fact, Dick and Alan, I just saw a fan walk out of this building wearing a T-shirt with Jalen Brunson carrying Wemby. That is the feeling. They feel that they have been fighting for this win, fighting for this title, fighting for this championship, and tonight they got it. And I'm sure it's going to be a party tonight. How are you going to party tonight? No curse words. We're live on air.
I don't know. I'm just going to be like up all night celebrating with my fellow New York Knicks fans. It's incredible. It's a dream come true just to see this. And congratulations to the Knicks. They've truly deserved it. I'm just going to be up all night celebrating. I don't know what I'm going to do.
No sleep Saturday. No sleep Saturday.
No sleep Saturday. We did this. Congratulations, Knicks. The best fans in the world. New York, we did it.
You heard it. The excitement. I think that there are so many emotions out here right now. They're running high, and they're not going to be sleeping tonight. I'm going to send it back to you, Dick and Alan.
Beautiful. Yeah, Addy, it's one of those nights. It's just one of those nights in New York history we're going to go down to. And I'll tell you, we were arguing about the greats, the New York Knicks greats. Otis Livingston got lucky enough to speak with one of them here after the game. We're going to go to that soundbite right now. You'll recognize exactly who we're talking about.
Patrick Ewing, here he comes.
This is very special. I'm blessed to be part of the organization. Got here twice as a player, once coaching in Orlando, 4-time as a charm. 99, I did the same thing I did tonight, just sit and watch and cheer. I take my hat off to the team, take my hat off to Jalen. He did an outstanding job of putting us on his back and be able to bring a championship back to New York.
As an icon of New York, what does this mean to New York?
The magic of this run, Patrick.
Oh, it's a magical run. All the things that they were able to accomplish. We were down against Atlanta, came back, was able to win that series, went on to Philadelphia or to Cleveland. I don't even remember which one it was. But to be able to come away with a great win in the fifth game, it's remarkable. And game four, the way that ended, this was just the tip of the iceberg.
As an icon to New York, what does it mean to the city?
It means everything to the city. The players, the team, the organization, everybody have done an outstanding job of being able to get the win. And this guy right here, this guy right here,
sir, Pat.
This guy right there, that's my guy.
45 tonight.
It's great. Like I said, he put us on his back. Thank y'all.
Yeah, you know, it's when you look at Patrick Ewing, what must go through his head. He came this close, Game 6, 94, which they should have won. They were down 3 games to 2. They were up 3 games to 2. They lost the next 2. 99, they didn't really have a shot. That's when he got injured. But when you look at it now, it's almost redemption for these guys who all these years, they couldn't win it then, but somehow they've transferred the feeling to the younger guys.
This is a win not just for this team of the the New York Knicks, but really for all of the New York Knicks in history, the ones that had to fight through the Jordan era, the Isaiah Thomas era, the other heartbreaks, and all of those free agents that never made it to New York. We always thought LeBron's going to get here one day, and when it didn't happen, it really just sucked the life out of New York. But really, for every player that has ever put on a New York Knicks jersey, this win is for them.
It sure is.
I saw a piece with Earl Monroe of the great Knicks '73 team, and he said he has a lot of pain beating up through the years. He was a great guard for the '73 team and also for the Baltimore Bullets. And he said one of his grandkids said, "Can you take me to the Garden?" He goes, "I don't know if I can go to one of these games. It's too much." But he said his grandkid wanted to see his number hanging from the rafters. So he did. He went to Game 3. And that's what's great about not just the Knicks, but also the Yankees. They create a history, and they keep the history alive. They have all the former players there. Of course, Clyde, probably the most famous. You talked about Dave DeBusschere, who has left us too soon. But Bill Bradley, senator from New Jersey, also on those teams. And you see the numbers, the 24, the 15, all hanging in the rafters, and you say, wow, this isn't one team, this is 50 years of a team.
Yeah. You talk about the New York Knicks and you look back at the last 50 years, even the last 10 years. It doesn't really matter where you want to go. There was a long period of time, while there are 30 teams in the NBA and New York is the largest market with the biggest, most amount of people in it, there was a long period of time when the New York Knicks as a franchise on a national base were irrelevant.
Not that long ago.
Exactly. It was
absolutely.
You get the free agent signing of Jalen Brunson. There was a time earlier this season we were talking about it. We were like, oh, they're going to trade Cat, and they're going to blow this team up.
And what is it, 53 wins, right, or something like that? And then here they played all the teams. All these other teams had 60-plus wins, right? And they were plowing through them.
San Antonio had 62 wins coming into this postseason.
Beating the reigning champions from last year.
Reigning champions, and that's just exactly it. This franchise has been down for such a long time. The fans have been trying to believe for a long time and then having that belief let down. But once again, every single time they come back year after year, hopeful. Well, now that hope is reality.
To hold on to that for as long as they have, because you do think about those moments when you might get that free agent, you don't get it. You think they're going to have a good season, there's an injury, or they don't make the playoffs, or they don't get past the first round, or they get to the second and they get swept. Whatever it is, all of those realities have been realities for Knicks fans over the last decade, 2 decades. To be able to now go to bed tonight, or not go to bed. Let me change that. Stay up all night as an NBA champion.
That's why it feels surreal. And actually, that's a great point. It takes 4 hours to get from San Antonio to New York. How many of those players want to say, fuel up the jet?
We're on our way right now.
Right now, we are heading
I'll see you on 5th Avenue.
We'll see you at 5 a.m.
They got 5 days apart.
Oh, we've got Doug Williams actually in San Antonio. I'll finish that thought later. Doug, what do you got for us?
We promise. He's back.
John Starks. You are so involved in this team, and not just through your playing career. In the last few years, I've interviewed you in our studios about how much you care about this group. What were the emotions watching tonight happen?
It was all over the place. You know what I mean? We was down, and I'm like, throughout this whole playoff, I had never had such calmness inside of me when we was down, because I know what this team is made of, and they fight and they never give up. And so when we was down, it was something to behold, to watch Jalen Brunson do what Jalen Brunson do. Put a team on his back and carry us to a victory. And when we were struggling as a team, he said, okay, it's time for me to take over. It's time for me to be a superstar. And he was a superstar tonight.
You watch basketball in this game through a different lens and prism than the rest of us normal people do. We see the deficits that they faced in Game 4 especially, but Game 5 too, and we see it as something that they can't possibly overcome with the amount of time they have left on the clock. Do you believe when you watch that they can do it, and how? How did they do it in those 2 games?
I just seen it time after time after time over the years, and this team just don't quit. And the game is about runs. And I was sitting up there telling Patrick, and we was talking about it. It was like, we haven't made a run yet. Whenever we try to make a run, they hit a three and what have you. But eventually we got on that run and closed the gap on them and got it to 2. And once we got to 2, I knew it was over with after that. You know what I mean? We just had to finish them off. And, you know, being a former player, you know when a team is dead, and that team, San Antonio, had dead legs. They started missing shots, started coming up short, and our rest throughout these playoffs really helped us in the end, especially Jalen. You know, for him to put on a masterpiece like he did in this Game 5, it was just due to him being well rested throughout this playoffs.
We watched him walk by us to the tunnel at some point in the third. No one is 100%. That's what every player says this time of year. I have to imagine that in your time as a player for the Knicks, you spent days daydreaming about what this feeling would be like that they're now experiencing. Can you necessarily feel what they're going to feel? Are you going to feel a part of that love that they experience in New York City as NBA Finals champions with the New York Knicks?
Yeah, you know, every fan gonna feel this. You know, I'm a fan first and foremost. Obviously, I work for the organization, but when I sit on that sideline like every other, you know, former player, we're fans. And, yeah, we feel like we're a part of this championship run. And you see us down there going crazy, cheering this team on. And to their credit, they make us feel part of that. You know what I mean? After the games, they come over, dap us up, and what have you. And so, yeah, this is a run that we feel like we had a little bit to do with it, but it was all about these 15 guys out there on that court. They was committed all year long to get it done. We go all the way back to Abu Dhabi. Let me say that right. and that's where it started at.
Your involvement in this organization now means I'm assuming you're going to get a ring.
Yes. So, and that's a great thing, you know what I mean? But like I said,
helped this team. I mean, every conversation you've had with the players on this roster has impacted them. I mean, there's got to be part of you that knows that.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm a former player, and I'm supposed to do all what I'm supposed to do to help the current players. And if that's advice, I give them advice, whatever they need. And I'm there for them, just like all the rest of the alumni that's down there. And so we just want to see this team succeed. And tonight, it was just a crowning moment in Knicks history.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and stopping by to talk to us. Great to see you again. Enjoy that stogie when you get a chance. Guys, I'll send it back to you. I'm speechless.
A 90s Knicks great right there.
The other guy, John Starks, who went through a really difficult time, but we won't relive those years. It was too hard for us all. But Nick Callaway is standing by live near the Garden. Nick, how's it looking?
Well, there's a lot going on outside the Garden. I'll point you over here just for a second. We have NYPD officers with the riot gear. Their main job right now is actually just trying to get a lot of people to disperse this area. And I'll show you this other area over here outside of Moynihan Train Hall. There's a lot of people just trying to catch that last train out to Long Island, to New Jersey. Police are trying to get people into the subways. They're trying to get people away from the Garden, dispersing the best they can. Just a little while ago, we saw this huge surge of people coming through. I would imagine leaving the local restaurants, the local pubs, the bars, as people were, again, trying to get down to catch a train, catch maybe a ride share out of here. But it is quite a scene here. You can see Empire State Building, MSG, the whole skyline lit up in blue and orange. And there's a lot of people just out celebrating. We're out watching at all these places, and now they're coming out and they're getting a sight of the city. A lot of high fives, a lot of hugs. I'm seeing a lot of tears, and a lot of people that are just never going to remember this night. They're never going to forget this night, I should say. It's quite a scene. We've been talking to fans who they say they've been waiting their whole lives for this, and you can see it in their eyes. It's really special to a lot of people. Again, at this late hour, it is after 12:30, so we've got police just trying to disperse this area, trying to get people away from the Garden, trying to get people off the streets. It's going to take some time, but so far, it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. You can see behind me, people can see that we are live on TV, and they are excited about the title. Back to you in the studio.
Get out while you can.
They found you, Nick.
Yeah.
They found you.
Turn off that light on that camera. But we should also point out, though, that once again, we see so many scenes outside of championships when the smoke is flying, the police have to come in. We haven't seen that, and that's just a tribute not only to New Yorkers but to the NYPD. There's been so much talk about whether they should have that watch party at the Garden and arguing how many people you should have there, whether both Alan and I were outside right there, and they ultimately barricaded off 7th Avenue. They put metal detectors in. But ultimately, the plan has worked. We hope it continues to work throughout the night.
And what I will say is, I'm glad you brought it up because you reminded me, I was on the phone with my father, FaceTiming him outside of MSG after, I believe, Game 2,
right, when
they shocked in San Antonio, won both. I was covering it alongside you and
Yeah.
Steve, you as well. And I'm on the FaceTime. It's like 12:30 a.m. And I'm standing on 7th Avenue, and I'm looking around, and there is not a single spot anywhere where NYPD is not present. Right. And I go to my dad and I say, they did a phenomenal job tonight with what they had and what they were facing, because they had that moving barricade out all night, shuffling people in and out of MSG. They were controlling the thousands of people that just showed up that weren't even ticketed to the watch party or to get inside. Everybody wants to experience the Knicks championship, and everyone wants to experience the Knicks winning. The NYPD has to make sure everyone can do it safely. And they have been really, really putting in a lot of effort these last several weeks as the Knicks just keep on winning to do their best to make that happen.
And crowd control is always, you ask anyone in the NYPD at these moments, is the hardest thing. They used to use a lot of horses. They don't do that for a lot of reasons. You don't see, in New York, you never see tear gas because that usually makes things worse. And, you talk to the police officers and the cops who do this, and they will say, thousands and thousands and thousands of people are behaving just well, and then there's one or two or three bad guys. They make trouble. But I'll tell you this, what also the NYPD does is, in addition to all those uniforms you're talking about, Alan, they put plainclothes people all around.
They sure do.
And instead of having to attack a mob, they see who's causing the trouble, and then they try to do it that way. And they've done it so much better than so many other cities. And, of course, now we just heard from Nick saying, you got to disperse that crowd. I was there 2 nights ago, and it took at least an hour 45 to 2 hours to disperse the crowd. And what happened? We walked all the way down to 6th Avenue, and the mob was all there.
Yeah.
So the mob just got to find another spot.
They'll find, look at right now, we got a live look at Times Square. It's, what is it, 12:39 a.m. right now, and you can see that the streets, Crossroads there, blocked off with people. Usually that would be taxis and cars, but all those people spilling out of MSG, near MSG, are now finding their way into other areas of New York. And like you said, 99% of them loving this moment. It's that small 1% that make it a problem.
Yeah, as Charles Barkley calls them, knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads. Those are knuckleheads.
They are, and that's why, as you said, you really have to commend the NYPD for just trying to maintain control of this and de-escalating the situation as opposed to escalating it even more.
All right, Otis Livingston is in San Antonio with much more on the big Knicks win, and he joins us right now. I don't know.
20-second delay.
We're going to get it. Oh, we almost had them.
Almost there.
Had them.
20-second delay.
Guys, there are so many cell phones and radio signals and other camera crews there in San Antonio that are all trying to speak back to here in New York or wherever else. So,
for a lot of them to come, but they were here. They had their celebration exactly like the New York Yankees used to do, and this is a little bit of the collateral damage right here. Let's go, Gino Smith. This is some of the collateral damage from the celebration. You can smell cigars, and that's what champions do. They celebrate their victory, and the Knicks, this is going to be a party. This parade, whenever it happens, Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it's supposed to happen, it's going to be a party. And right now, the Knicks are partying for their first championship in 53 years, beating the San Antonio Spurs. Remember, the Spurs beat them in a gentleman's sweep, giving them 1 win in 1999. This time they did that to the Spurs, and they won on the Spurs home court. It's an incredible scene here. Knicks fans still in the arena. Sure, Doug Williams showed you that. But this is an incredible sight. A lot of people did not believe that they would ever see this day. They never thought that this would ever happen in their lifetime. But yes, it has happened. The New York Knicks are #1. They can put up that #1 finger, and no one can dispute it now. They are the champions, guys. Back to you.
We question Otis because there's a little bit of a time delay, as we just showed you.
Oh, yeah, massive little bit.
We used to say live via satellite. Well, this is a very far satellite, even though it's only in San Antonio.
Carrier pigeon for that one.
Pigeon. And then let's go. We're going to the coaches' press conference right now.
Mike Brown.
Yeah, let's take a look.
After all these years is absolutely amazing. It's a surreal feeling. I don't know how long it's been since that final buzzer went off, but I still don't believe it. I'm pinching myself. I'm telling myself to try to be present. All the stuff that I tell these guys every single day, I'm trying to do because I can't believe it. I'm happy for Mr. Dolan, happy for Leon Rose, Chris Gent. By the way, there are a lot of jobs open out there. Chris Gent, my associate head coach, I am surprised he has not gotten an interview. He won the Summer League championship this past summer. He's our offensive coordinator, he's our associate head coach. He's been around for a long time. You guys, somebody needs to give him an interview because he will help your team win at the highest level. But Chris Gent, Rick Brunson, Brendan O'Connor, Darren Erman, TJ Saint, Ricky Foy, I can go on with my staff. They carried me all year. And then our players. Our players are great. I mean, you can see it now. These guys are fantastic. I love them all. They had been ready from day one. And not just our top 5, but 1 through 18 have been ready for day one. You guys saw it. We called on different guys at different times. And every time we called on somebody, they stepped up. So I love my players, love the organization, but more importantly, let's go New York. Let's go New York. We can't wait to get back home to celebrate.
Steve on the front. On your right. Mike over here. Steve Popper from Newsday. You've seen it all year, but Jalen, when you guys were struggling offensively early, just looked like he decided he's going to take you on the shoulders. And a performance like that under this spotlight and coming from behind again.
I've said it. I hope you guys will listen to me, but he's a top 3 MVP candidate. Everybody kind of mentions his name in passing. They don't do it seriously enough. People say he's too small. People say he's a 1B or a 2B or whatever. He is a freaking 1A. He is an MVP candidate. And I hope tonight you guys, and I'm talking to media more than the fans, but I hope you guys recognize what this man is about because he is A1 MVP.
Facts.
He is him.
He's him.
He is him.
He is him.
He is him.
He is. He is.
Can you say he is? Say he is him. No?
No.
Okay. This is my.
All right, let's go to Doug Williams right now, who is with my idol, the one and only, the greatest Knick of all time, Clyde Frazier.
You're one of our anchors in studio, Dick Brennan. You're his idol. And he's been able to really soak in these moments after enduring as a lifelong Knick fan, a lot of pain. What are the emotions like tonight for you after watching this team and as you've watched this team so closely for years as this unit has come together?
Well, I'm praising God, man. I was here in '73. I'm still here to see another one. So this team reminded me so much of the teams that I played on, the unselfish way they played the game. They played defense, offense. There were no ego problems. The character of the players. The coach was a lot like Red Holtzman, hard but fair. And I'm just delighted and proud of them, the way they persevered through this series to come away with a championship. And the fans deserve it, man. We have the best fan base in all of sports. We saw it in Atlanta, they took over. We saw it in Philly, saw it in Cleveland, again in San Antonio. The Knicks fans just took over the arena and supporting the team. And that gave the Knicks team a lot of support because they felt, even on the road, they were like at home. Yeah. So
I mean, tonight was deafening from the Knicks crowd. I was in the tunnel, and the largest eruptions of the night were from the Knicks fans for a Knicks bucket, and that was really jarring. You mentioned no ego issues, the character of this team. I think a lot of the folks who have fallen in love with the Knicks in the last month, who maybe weren't paying that close of attention before, fell in love not just with the basketball, but with the personalities, with the interviews they heard, with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart on their podcast. What is it about this group that allows them to play the unselfish basketball that you're talking about, that allows them to, when Landry Shamet's hitting every three, winning that way, and when he doesn't put up many points, winning that way too?
Well, I think that part of Shamet is our destiny. We had 9 guys that were thriving. We were no longer a two-man team with just Brunson and Cat. So all the OG elevated his game, Bridges elevated his game. And I think the key to that was the Villanova connection, because Hart, Bridges, and Brunson brought a bond to the team that became contagious. You know, like the team I played on in 1970, you can't mention Frazier without Bradley, without DeBusschere, without Reed, without Barnett. We personified team, and that's the way these guys were doing it as well.
Well, I know we have to let you go. Thank you so much for giving us a couple minutes of your time. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the celebration. Walt Clyde Frazier, Dick Brennan, he now knows that he is your hero. You're welcome.
Listen, it's all vicarious, but I have to tell you, Doug, that was a great moment for me, that you actually told him my name. I mean, you know, it's funny. I have seen him through the years, and because you're always a little kid. You're always a little kid when you watch sports. So I've never been able to go over to him. And for you, and I know we're supposed to be journalists in these moments, but there's always that fandom, that great feeling of being a little kid again, right?
Absolutely. It's part of, you know, sports fandom. It doesn't even make you just feel like a kid again. Sometimes we behave like children, for better or for worse, when we're just really that deep in it. And the reason I asked him the question I did about the personalities on this team is because, you know, we've all, the three of us, Alan, Dick, and we've all talked to Knicks fans out on the street, just walking around for the last few weeks. And one of the things that I've heard so much is, I wasn't a huge fan a couple months ago, and I interviewed this one guy who we ended up posting on social media, who said, I just paid $85 for this hat. Don't know why I bought it. I can't sleep at night. I'm up all night watching videos, and I went down the same rabbit hole. It was watching videos of these guys joking around and messing with each other at press conferences. It really felt like an old school team that liked each other, and that, I think, is part of what brought casual fans in. It's part of what has made this run in New York City so spectacular and all-consuming. It has felt like everyone was paying attention to the same thing at once, and we just don't have those things happen anymore. So, yeah, these moments are pretty incredible. I probably can't even appreciate them as much as you do, Dick, but just to hear the sort of perspective that some of the Knicks all-time greats have is just really powerful on the floor where history was made tonight.
Perfectly said, Doug Williams. You summed it all up for me beautifully. Doug, stay there, and hopefully you will get another one of my idols while you're at it.
We'll try.
Now, Dick, I've got a question here for you, because you've been a Clyde fan for such a long time. I just have to ask, which piece of his outfit tonight do you think you could pull off?
Oh, Steve, but you interviewed him about it, right?
Yeah, because that was a humdinger of a suit.
But you actually interviewed Clyde about his clothes.
I went suit shopping with him.
You did?
Absolutely. The cowhide one was the one that he ended up getting that day. But do you think you could pull off any piece? I mean, the shirt, the tie, the jacket, the pocket square, where could you go?
In the 70s, he wrote a book called Rockin' Steady, A Guide to Basketball and Cool by Clyde Frazier. And he was considered the absolute ultimate in cool, much like Jalen Brunson is. And Clyde was
owns it.
But
so
you actually, could you imagine he interviewed him about his suits?
Yeah, I was going to say, so Brunson needs to start rocking the suits.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone could rock the suits like Clyde, though.
Not like Clyde.
No way.
No way. No way. We've got Chopper 2 right now still hanging out over what I believe is the West Village out there. Video from earlier tonight showing those crowds collecting. And I'm sure it's been, the Knicks won an hour and a half ago, maybe at this point, an hour ago. Yeah. And I'm positive it looks just the same out there. If not bigger, if not more energetic, because people are now making their way, like everyone's been saying, out of those restaurants, out of those watch parties, out of those bars, and trying to enjoy this with other Knicks fans. That's the whole moment right now.
And speaking of the Knicks, we're going to hear from a few of them right now. Let's listen into Mikal Bridges.
Mikal, how's it feel? You're an NBA champion.
It's great, man. It's a blessing.
Can you put into word what it feels like, though?
Not yet. It's just amazing.
New York, we going home, baby.
Let's go.
We going home. We took it home.
We had Mikal Bridges, we had Fat Joe, we had Jose Alvarado all lined up there. Mikal was beeline to the locker room. He's got stuff to do. He's got places. Yeah.
Party. And Fat Joe, you got to give these guys credit because these are, everyone says, oh, it's celebrity row. But those are the guys we had day in, day out. I was really lucky the other night and managed to grab, the greatest of all in terms of Knick fandom. And yes.
Yep.
And we're sitting here, I'm stumbling on the name, one of the greatest directors of all time, Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to say Taylor Swift. I didn't know where you were going.
Well, there's only one Spike Lee. We got to him finally. So Spike, actually, I asked him, is this the greatest moment? It was the night of the OG tip-in. And he said, well, I haven't felt this way since the ball went through Buckner's legs, which I just thought was perfect.
Well, yeah, that's actually a great representation because the moment that everybody is going to remember from this entire series is the tip-in.
Yeah.
And just like the Buckner ball, it was the game before. It was the penultimate game.
That's right.
Before they won the championship.
It is that moment when I'm thinking about just the Spurs mindset and the Knicks mindset going into Game 5 tonight. I'm thinking about how in the world do you, if you are a San Antonio Spur, if you are Victor Wembanyama and crew, how do you come back from that? Knowing that at any moment the Knicks can sneak up on you and hit you with a raise a 29-point deficit. And even when they were up in the 15 points they were in the first quarter, I was talking to you and I said, Steve, I'm not worried.
Well, I mean, Wemby was confident because he knew that, the refs were never going to call him for a flagrant foul. They knew he was very confident because he could do whatever he wanted, and he was not going to get called for a foul. And by the way, I think that the Knicks bailed out the referees because guarantee if they reviewed if they lost,
Wemby would have gotten that flagrant, he would have sat out Game 6.
He did not give Jalen Brunson a place to land. Brunson almost rolled his ankle. That is a flagrant foul. They would have reviewed it tomorrow. He would have been out of Game 6
in New York.
So yeah, New York saved the refs from that.
I think they did, and it was Scott Foster and crew this time around, and it got. I think after that moment though, that is when the refs said, "All right, we cannot we cannot decide this game. We are going to make this about the players," and they started calling all the small fouls to let everybody know. You guys got to win it. You got to earn it. You got to hoop.
Including a flagrant against Josh Hart, who was speaking apparently to Otis. Let's listen in.
Josh, knocked on the door last year, got to the Eastern Conference Finals. This time you bust down the door and win the NBA Finals. How do you feel, man?
Man, I feel amazing. We continue to grow. We continue to build, continue to learn. And it was all for this moment. There was a lot of failures, but, this makes it worth it.
What does it say about this team resiliency? I mean, these guys had you down double figures pretty much every game this series, but you came back and won.
Man, this is a team, man. We never give up. We never quit. We fight to the end. And we know if we do that, we're going to always put ourselves in a position, to win the game at the end.
And your college, and your college buddy, man, put up 45 points tonight. Jalen is amazing. Are there any other superlatives that can be used to describe him and what he means to this team?
Nah, man, that's our guy. We're extremely comfortable when the ball's in his hands. He's going to make the right decision, and this is what he's worked so hard for. I've known him for at this point probably 10, 11, 12 years, whatever it is, and he's put the work in when nobody saw, and it's here.
All right, congratulations, man. Thank you.
I do not love Josh Hart.
I mean, you know what's amazing? When he was at Villanova, he was the guy.
He was the guy. We talked about that earlier today.
Jalen came in and was the man who set up the guy. And now it's turned the other way around, and now it's Brunson that's become the scorer. And you see how Hart has embraced that role of being able to open the door for him. That's where you see that camaraderie.
There's no competition.
Right. And Bridges did the same thing. Bridges, they got up for 8 zillion draft picks from the Nets, and he was a number one. I mean, everybody saw him as a number one. Cat was always a number one on Minnesota, and you said to yourself, okay, how is this all going to mesh? And it took a long time. In the meantime, we can tell you Otis is working very hard down there. He's got more sound from the Knicks right now.
I think Deuce, right?
Yep.
How's it feel, man? You can put up that number one, and nobody can dispute it.
It's unreal. All glory to God. Thank you to this organization for believing in me. I mean, 2-3 months ago, I'm having surgery, not knowing what's going to come about in this season, and they believed in me. And I just wanted to make an impact any way I could. And I think that's a testament to this organization. Everybody just wants to impact in the best way they can.
Yeah. Is it everything you dreamed of? Because we all dreamed about winning an NBA championship as hoopers, man.
Right, yeah. I mean, truthfully, yeah. It's everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
To all those kids in the backyards, in the empty gyms, working, just keep working. No matter about what anybody says, anybody thinks of you, just keep working. Please, please keep working. It's worth it.
How about your captain, man? 45 points tonight. He put y'all on his back.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a hard worker. He's a humble guy. He just wants to win, and it trickles down. Everybody just wants to win. And I mean, I got to do my research, but I think it's the greatest closeout game you could possibly have.
Yeah, 53 years the fans have waited for this, man, and you know how important it is to them. What's your message to them? The parade's coming up this week.
I know New York's going crazy right now. I can't even imagine it, but appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hey.
You can tell that the weight of the moment hasn't fully hit him yet. We can all hear the emotion in his voice, see it in his face. He is still trying to really come to terms with the fact that he's an NBA champion.
And imagine the pride of the proudest papa on earth right now is Jalen Brunson's dad, Rick Brunson, who literally from a small child built this man into one of the greatest basketball players in the NBA. We're going to hear from him right now.
Rick, what is it like watching your son perform like that? I mean, I know it probably never surprises you, but 45 points in a closeout game, he carried you guys.
Well, you know, it's a team. You know,
yeah.
We try to put people in position to be successful. Mike did a great job putting Jalen to be successful. We had other guys step up in the other games. It was a team effort to win the series.
How does it feel for you as a former Knick to see your son and to see this team get the title after 53 long years?
Now, I've been a lifetime Knicks fan. I played for the Knicks. I was here in '99. To have Patrick here, you know, John Starks here, Allen Houston, this is surreal. And then have your son, you know, who was little watching us play back in the day to win a championship on the Spurs court because they beat us on our court.
Yep.
This is a great day. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm excited.
Congratulations,
yeah.
Happy birthday. 4-1 in the record books, a 4-1 series win. But how tight was this, man? I mean, they played really well.
No, obviously every game was tight. You know, I didn't know we won it until actually we won it. It was just so tight every game. But it was exciting. I'm happy, and I can't be happier.
And as a lifelong Knicks fan, played for the team. What does this mean to the fans and to the city of New York? I think it's going to be crazy whenever this parade is, Wednesday or Thursday.
Look, I'm from upstate New York, so you know I'm a diehard Knick. And for the fans of New York, man, to have my son and our team come here and do this is forever like a lifetime. A happy goal for all of us. So.
How's Larry O?
Heavy, man.
How's he feel?
Oh, feels great.
If you are a former Knicks player and your NBA player son wins the championship and the finals MVP on your birthday, is this the greatest day of his life? Is this the greatest a father could possibly feel at this moment right now?
My daughter, it's her birthday, the 13th, the day of the game, and she said, could the Knicks win a championship on my birthday? And she went through all the years. She didn't remember the Yankees, so Grace is very excited. Happy birthday, Grace. You finally got it.
Happy birthday, Grace.
Yeah, you waited.
They did it for you.
Yeah, they did it for you.
This one's for you, Grace.
But it is incredible, though, that Rick Brunson, and I've seen him speak about raising his son, and I've seen Jalen say the same thing, and his dad would send him back. You weren't good. You have to be tougher today. And he almost would say, oh, it was so difficult on his son. But imagine the character on this young man, Jalen Brunson, right? And what he's built, that he learned from his father and he brought to his other teammates. And it's not just his abilities, and we see what he does in the fourth quarter, incredible. But leadership is something else. It's about character. It's saying that I'm going to do all the hard work too, and I'm not going to take the credit. And that's what we've seen from this guy time and again all year long. And I think that's why you never had guys like Cat, a #1, or McHale, who was on his way to being #1, say, hey, you know, what about me? What about me? We never saw that.
Never,
This
never.
was never about a guy that was going to go out there and try to put the ball up 40 times per game. This was always about who's going to get the best shot, how are we going to be putting ourselves in the best position to get an offensive rebound, always thinking like they were playing chess and not checkers. And how much did you love the fact that it was Rick Brunson that was holding the trophy?
Yeah, the trophy.
First off,
He's got
it seems like everybody's holding this trophy right now. That is a baby that is being passed around.
Is it just one? We have to determine.
Right, because I don't
Maybe
know
there's
how
a
many
bunch of them that go around.
But how great is it for his father to be right there holding that trophy as well? But he wasn't the only father that that Otis caught up with as well. This is Kat's father with Otis.
And I saw him win a TOC.
See?
Come back to New York and win the big one.
I think that's just been saying it's unreal. Just to see his dream realized, his mother wanted to always play for New York, but to actually come back to the area where you live and do something that hadn't been done for 53 years with the team that you grew up all your life wanting to be a part of, it goes without saying. And it's the happiest moment as a father for me.
Wow. And what about this team, man? The resilient team. In fact, down in double digits every game this series and come back to win 4-1.
That's why we used to always say, no matter when we're down, we're still in the game. This team right here, these 15 guys, including Carter, were probably the best unit that he's played with in years. And just to see the way they came back and developed and never gave up, I mean, you can't express it. And now to be sitting here, world champions, just shows you the family unity, how tight they are, that there's no bond that could break them. So for the rest of their lives, when they put that banner up in the Garden, we're family. There's something that nobody could ever take away from them 15 players and them coaches, and we'll always be immortalized in the Garden.
Yeah. As those final seconds ticked off the clock, what was the emotions, man?
I was crying because you know what? I felt finally we got over the hump, and all the people that were critics and said this, now they have to all say one thing. Them cats is champions. You can't say nothing to us now.
You can put up the #1 and nobody can dispute it. Can you put it up now? Just show us the #1.
We're #1.
Love
Who would've
that.
thought?
Yeah,
Who would've
that's
thought?
right.
Beginning of the season, I know there's a lot of people that would have loved to have been able to say, oh, yeah, #1 this season.
Well, and after all that, they're #1.
After all that?
After all that, #1.
The attack of the knuckleheads has begun. Something is on fire. People are climbing poles.
What do we have here?
We hope the NYPD has that under control. All right. Right now, we're going to go to a New York Knicks press conference. OG, I don't know,
Resilient,
let's
mentally
listen.
tough, and we won.
Hi, OG. Congrats on the championship. On the same day, you won it 7 years ago with Toronto, and now the same day. Would you consider this your luckiest day of your life?
Yeah, it's a great day. It's what's it, June 13?
Yes.
Yeah, June 13 is an amazing
Yes.
day.
Again, right in the center.
Hi, OG, Valeria Rubino, Italy and Senegal for Seneweb. As someone from the UK who's very close to his Nigerian roots, what does it mean to you to prove the world that you can reach the pinnacle of basketball, even if you're from different backgrounds and more than once? What does it mean to bring back the title to New York after over a century? A half century.
Just that you can do anything you put your mind to, you know. Whenever someone tells you you can't do something, that's when you can. So just being resilient, being mentally tough, not listening to they, just believing in yourself.
Ian?
SNY, OG, just what was it like in the room for those of us who weren't in there? What was it like in the locker room with that group celebrating this?
Just excitement, everyone just happy for each other. The whole organization, you know, just it's a long season. Started in September in Abu Dhabi to San Antonio in June. Like, we've been through a lot. We're a very close-knit group, very together, very mentally tough, and we're just happy and excitement.
On your right?
Hi, OG. So this is your second championship. So is there any different feeling between these two?
Pardon?
Is there any different feeling of between these two championships?
I mean, the last one I didn't get a chance to play, but I mean, it was special as well. I mean, they're both very special, you know. And then this one, New York hadn't won in 53 years or 53 years. So I mean, I'm sure the fans are going crazy, you know. It's just very special to do it for New York.
Dan on the right side.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Congratulations, OG. Just Jalen Brunson, 45 points in a closeout game on the road. What can you say about what he did in his performance tonight?
just, resilient, mentally tough. No matter what, when we're down, just stay in attack mode, play till the end. He's an amazing player, and it showed. It showed the world tonight.
Second row, in the middle.
Hi, OG, Leandro Sarhan, Prime Video Brazil. Just want to know how many times you think you're going to be watching your game winner in the next week or so?
Right now I'm just going to be celebrating with my teammates and family and friends. So, I'm sure one day I'll wake up in August and watch a highlight of it and be proud. I'm very proud of it, but just right now I'm just excited, happy we won.
That's live? You said that's live?
Yeah. All right, guys, we're here at Frost Bank Center, and the champs are here. The champs are here. You've been champs, what, 3 times now? Two-time national champion? I got you 2 times. How's it feel, man, to be able to put up that #1 finger and nobody can dispute it?
It's grateful. I think we worked so hard to be in this position, to be the last team standing. Just forever grateful, man. Forever grateful. All glory to God and my brothers here, man. I appreciate them every single day.
What's to say about the resiliency of this team? You guys got down by double figures pretty much every game, and then you came back to win, and to win it all in 5 games.
Yeah, just gonna keep finding. Like he said, we're gonna find a way to win at all times, and we got everybody whoever is out there, even guys that don't play, even these dudes. I promise you, if they sub in, they're gonna do whatever it takes. That's the resiliency through the group we have, 1 through, I don't know, was it 15, 16, whatever. That's just what it is. Everybody, got that mentality to go out there and do whatever it takes, and we did that.
You're one of the young guys here. What did you learn from these guys, the veterans, the guys that got in there and were able to play? And like he said, he has confidence in you that when you get in there, you can make plays.
Yeah. No, it was a great learning experience. I think, they're great players, but they're great people too. Great veterans. Kel, man, since day one, he really took me under his wing. So, I couldn't hope for a better situation.
And how's it feel for you, man, to be able to contribute?
The same. We get a veteran team, so I'm taking experience from everybody from day one. I'm still learning right now. That's my rookie year, so I'm just happy. First year champion. Couldn't want more.
That's pretty incredible,
That's
right?
Crazy.
First year. Is it everything that you dreamed about? Because as Hoopers, we all dream about winning the NBA Finals, and now you've done it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially on the first year, for sure.
What about you, man? Coming from overseas, and this is your first experience?
Not coming from Germany.
Yeah.
I come from France, but I play from Germany. I play in Germany.
Yep.
So, of course it was my goal, but I would have never imagined reaching it so fast, so quick. And thanks to these guys, it happened.
Thank you, man. We gotta go.
My man, enjoy. Champs. All right, guys. Yeah, so a lot of the players are around. We got to talk to Karl Anthony Towns' father. It's a great atmosphere out here. This is befitting of a champion. 53 long years, and you see the culmination of it tonight as they were able to come back again against the San Antonio Spurs and beat the Spurs again. Like I said earlier, they were able to avenge that gentleman's sweep 4-1 to the Spurs in 1999. They were able to do that tonight and beat them on their home court. It's the best way. I know a lot of fans were talking about, let's lose game 5 and then come back to the Garden and hopefully win it at the Garden because it'll go crazy. Well, guess what? You don't want to give a team another chance. You don't want to give them life. They could win game 5. Then they come back and something happened. They win game 6, and now you're involved in a game 7 back here in San Antonio with all the momentum in their corner. Nah, you don't want to do that. You wanted to end it tonight, and that's exactly what the Knicks did. They put the hammer down when they needed to. They got their leader, Jalen Brunson, right out front. This guy has proven to be one of the absolute great players in the NBA. Mr. Clutch last season, and boy, was he clutch tonight. 45 points to lead the Knicks to victory tonight. And all those people that talked about him being too short, can't lead a team, and things like that, they have eaten their words tonight. And he's the king of New York right now. I like Aaron Judge, but right now Jalen Brunson is the king of New York, guys. So I'm going to look around for some more interviews, but for now I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Can we ask you, Otis, before you go, because I can't tell you how many years we've talked about the Knicks and the Jets and the Mets and the teams who have these droughts. When you can finally see this, and I know sometimes when you're in the middle of it right now, it all doesn't hit you. But what is hitting you about this feeling tonight? What is it? You know your way around basketball better than anybody, certainly, right?
Well, listen, this is just history. This is greatness. I got Walt Clyde Frazier right next to me. He was on the team that won the last championship, and I've seen him. I've seen Patrick. I've seen Allen Houston. I've seen John Starks, of course, my buddy John Starks. I mean, all these guys have been walking around, and they are fired up for the New York Knicks winning this. A part of them has won this championship as well. So it's just to be able to reach out and to touch history right now. Karl Anthony Towns, guy I've known since he was 8, 9 years old, to watch him come back to the area, because he's from Jersey, to come back to the area to win an NBA championship, there's nothing better than that. That's why it was great to talk to his dad. I'm going to send it back to you guys for now.
Well said. Absolutely well said with an exclamation point. Otis Livingston in San Antonio. Otis, thank you.
And I do believe right now we've got Jalen Brunson speaking after this historic Knicks win. This doesn't end.
Team win. Just really thankful I have the organization, the coaching staff, my teammates to have my back every single day. I think that means the most to me.
James in the
and
front
my family,
right.
sorry, and my family.
James in the front right.
James Edwards, The Athletic. Congrats, Jalen. Out of curiosity, between the final buzzer and now, have you cried at all? And if so,
yes.
Why? Well, like, what was the emotion that got you? Like, what?
I was good. The final buzzer, I walked right to half court, shook Mitch Johnson's hand, and then turned around. My dad was there, and then felt emotional from that point on. And then I just remember Josh talking into my ear, and him just saying, like, we did it. And then I was emotional for a good, like, 5-10 minutes. And then the excitement started to kick in.
Vince, third row on the right.
Jalen, Vince Goodwill, ESPN, congratulations. Second round pick, being doubted, and now you're the best player on one of the best playoff teams in NBA history. What does that mean to you individually?
It hasn't sunk in, but I honestly don't know right now. I don't know. I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and oh my God. You can take this too. Here. Just thankful that this opportunity presented itself, and we were able to get it done.
Tim, standing here on the left.
Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. Jalen, congratulations. Forgive me if you were asked about this earlier, but it could be argued that you made a $113 million bet on this happening. When you made that choice and allowed this franchise that sort of flexibility, how possible did you think a night like this was?
Very possible. Through a lot of hard work and effort, I knew it was achievable, but that was only a small portion of it. I think everyone bonding, coming together, having the mindset of just believing in each other, never giving up, no matter what the situation was, made this all possible. But yes, they may look like it had something to do with it, but it's a credit to my teammates.
Ian, second row on the right.
Ian Begley, SNY. Jalen, congratulations. You won in college, obviously winning here. What was it about this group, do you think, that allowed it to break through?
Honestly, tonight we played like we wanted to go home champions. To finish the game, not to start the game, to finish the game. Yeah. It means the world to me to go on that court with those guys. Whatever environment we're in, home or away, doesn't matter for us.
Dan, second row on the right.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Congratulations, Jalen. The team collectively really struggled offensively in the early going of the game, and then it seemed like you just kind of decided that you were going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and carry it over the finish line. 11 players in NBA history have a 45-point game in the NBA Finals, and you're one of them. What did it take to get that done tonight?
Everything. I was just trying to go out there, just just will us to win. Wasn't focused on anything else besides trying to win the game. Getting stops, getting out and running, just figuring out how to cut that lead or gain it when we got it. Really exciting moment knowing that we won't give up.
Christian here on the left.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News. Congratulations on becoming a champion at the NBA level. You know, you took that shot over Wemby, landed on his foot, could have been whatever, but you know, you looked like it hurt in the moment, but no one had any doubt that you'd be coming back into the game, just like all the other times that you get banged up and come right back. Just where does that pain tolerance come from, and how much does it mean to you to play through that?
I'm hurting right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hurting right now, but like I said before, the opportunity presented itself. Whatever you gotta do.
Over here in the second row.
Jalen, Stephen Bondy with the New York Post. Obviously, Leon put a lot of faith in. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.